Today I fucked up by thinking NGL was the N-word. Listen, just listen, alright. No one told me what NGL meant or where it came from, and I never bothered to look it up for myself. I just saw a post that said something like I like strawberries NGL and just went, they must like strawberries a lot. But why are they using the N-word? They're white. It was somehow a logical conclusion for the idiot who thought roosters chose the eggs that made chicks until she was 18 and thought coffee was a man-made substance. BC of one teacher, and I never made the effort to correct myself because I just thought that was it. I used to correct people online about it often, SJW much, and no one, not one single fucker made the effort to fix it. Now, I am in a happy relationship, soon to be married, and my fiancé messaged me something and ended it with NGL. Dear editors, my heart was broke for weeks, because this man is the most loving, caring, and gentle creature on earth, and to think he would use such language, demeaning language, when I know he knows better as a white man, tore my wee heart to shreds. It took my pea-brain 3 weeks. 3 weeks. To come to the conclusion that maybe, just maybe, he didn't understand the true meaning behind this word. Maybe I could show him. And so looked up the definition in Urban Dictionary, and was faced with the shock of my life. For 2 years, I had been heartbroken over the frequent use of this awful word by people who had no right to use it. And now, the world was crashing down around me. I laughed so hard I cried. But my true mistake was informing my friends, family and my partner of my fuck up. Common response was oh honey, or, in my fiancé's case, laughing 3 ends. Now, I face the incessant teasing a one brain cell idiot deserves, like the renewed use of NGL in our conversations, the constant references to how making my coffee was going, and if I was still happy that the rooster chose to make edible eggs today. Mercy on my soul. Too long didn't read, I'm a fucking idiot and never bothered to check the meaning of NGL, assumed it was the N-word and am now a local laughingstock. Edit, for those of you who did not know, NGL means not gonna lie. NGL, that is pretty funny. NGL, but I laughed my ass off. Whom I had just recently been celebrating. Rossbot, I love you. You must be really nice or very pretty for no one to ever tell you that you're an idiot for thinking that NGL. I honestly think it was because they assumed I was trolling through the comments, and I had never heard anyone say it directly to me until my fiancé said it, and it never really came up in conversation, thank God. This is hilarious, NGL, smiley face, smiley face. Do things like this all the time, it's annoying and funny all at once. I was so mad for like 2 hours and then I just laughed myself silly. Even my mother-in-law knows the story and she couldn't stop laughing at me, and I can't blame them. What would the L possibly be if it was the N-word? That was my question. Niggle is a word unrelated to the N-word but sketchy by association. I could see getting that confused. Today I fucked up by invoking the demon inside my mother. Here's a little bit of background for y'all. In my household we occasionally have playful fights from time to time, and since my mother is the most terrifying being on the planet, even my teacher is afraid of her. It usually ends up with her chasing down at least someone through the house. This morning started off like no other. My 14M mother, 34F, and father, don't know how old this dude is, had a slight disagreement. Mom runs through the house, etc. My sister gets this glorious idea to hit mom with a pillow. Chaos ensued. It was a free-for-all in my house. Brother attacking sister, wife attacking husband, the works. I eventually hit my mom, not hard, mind you. She's barreling towards me at 100 miles per hour. I'm running, screaming, and eventually go outside and onto the trampoline. Now this wasn't very well thought out because we have one of those trampoline sprinklers that are lined around the net. Dad comes out and turns it on. I jump off. Mother just tackles me and starts tickling the living crap out of me. I get up and brake for the trampoline. This time my dad turns it off for a second, enough for my mom to climb up and give me a dead leg. I'm laying there as my dad starts turning the sprinklers on full blast, and I'm just laying there as my family absolutely just dies laughing as I'm contemplating if life is worth it. Too long didn't read, made my mom mad and ended up with a dead leg sprawled on the trampoline with sprinklers running maximum overdrive. NGL, I thought this was going towards attempted murder and not play fighting. That's what I thought midway to lol. Man, I wish my family was like this while I was growing up. I second this statement. I grew up sheltered and judged pretty much an adult child, incapable of having any confidence in myself and a major lack of showing any kind of affection or intimacy. Thank God I'm out of that dysfunctional mess and on my way to being a proper functioning human being. This was so unwholesome to read, I feel like crying. My childhood was way different than this, so I definitely thought it was going in a different direction at first. Thanks for sharing, Op Smile. You don't know how old your dad is? I don't either, but my excuse is that even he doesn't know how old he is, so how should I know? Also, my mom won't tell anyone her age, so there's that. This is so wholesome and I love it. My father was a disabled Vietnam vet, and needed help raising me, so we ended up moving back with my grandparents around 1985 or so. He was a good father, and we had a great relationship, especially as I became an adult, and we reversed the polarity of our relationship. I was the one taking care of him. I do miss the things like this that I never had. Op, I'm so happy that you do have this, and couldn't be more stoked for you. There is an intense sadness that shows up though when I think of how different things could have been if he didn't join the army. Are you trying to make me cry? I feel so sorry for you. I thank your father for his service. Today I fucked up by telling my crush that I'd eat her muffin. I'd been talking with this girl for at least 2 months, and had been crushing for about 4. Finally I got invited over to her house for a party. We had known each other for about a year and were close enough. I am the guy who chills over in the corner of a party and really only ventures to the snack table. I'm not really a party person, so there I am chilling at the table next to a homemade blueberry muffin that she baked earlier that morning. She walks over and asks what I'm grabbing to try and make small talk, and I reply with, just going to get a few chips. She then replies with, you should try one of these, in reference to a blueberry muffin that she made. Then make the stupidest comment I have made in years. I would gladly eat your muffin any day. Aggressive silence ensues. I show myself out about a minute later, no muffin eating of any sort, and a speeding ticket. Too long didn't read. I embarrass myself with a sexual innuendo in front of my crush and get a speeding ticket on my way home. Honestly honey, if anyone ever said that to me I would blush and giggle. Absolutely own it and don't let the embarrassment get to you. She could very well be thinking today she fucked up for not have a witty comeback to continue flirting with you. Be proud of yourself for talking to her and take this as a win. Own it. That is actually super adorable, but I can understand how it would feel embarrassing, but spin it around. You talked with her. And that was a pretty slick line. You did today. I fucked up with the speeding ticket though, op, that can't be ignored. Drive safe plaza, haha. What? And you left? Bruh, go back in there and you better eat that fucking muffin. Both of them. You should have eaten the muffin while maintaining eye contact with your crush the whole time. You know what, I had someone ask for a bite of an airhead I was eating, take it out of my hands, and bite it slowly while maintaining eye contact. Something about that eye contact turned him from casual acquaintance to instant crush. Lol, we ended up dating briefly. I can still picture that moment and it still makes my stomach swoop.